Ahoy there, Lorcana fans! Welcome back to Camp Quest. I'm Ian, and I have with me my best friend and teammate in many things competitively, ranging from trading card games all the way back to Ultimate Frisbee. This is Brendan.
Hello, everybody. I don't know if you could tell by my hands, but these are best friend hands.
Those are the best friend hands. Well, ha.
Haha.
Yeah, so, or Gibby, as I like to call him. But yeah, he is here. We're about to go over to a set release, so can't wait for that. But we decided to go ahead and record a gameplay video here for you. So we have, we're going to do the same thing we've been doing, so each of us is going to have a chance to go first. But Gibby, break down the deck you've got here for us.
Absolutely. So this is called Angels in the Architecture. This is an amber steel list. The cool thing about this list is we foresaw this list kind of coming from last set, so there's really minimal changes to what it was last set. A couple of them are highlighted here, so this deck really does like to ramp into the mid game pretty well. So Pluto was here from last set to kind of get out some of your 3 and 4 costers with your bodyguards, but the new cards here are both of the Angels, which for the name Angels in the Architecture. Angel is another, and along with the Kudamute is another ramp tool, essentially.
Yeah.
So it just makes getting to some of your more powerful bodyguards or Mickey Amber Champion to make that big board. It makes it a little bit more consistent. That was kind of one of the things that was one of your criticisms from last set is.
And we did a whole video. You can check back last set where we were with the deck, and it was really pretty explosive, but consistency was a bit of an issue. And I do think that these new tools help it. It's basically like a Steelsong deck that really is more like Amber Songs. It's like taking a lot of the steel and mitigating it so you can get the full value out of something like Mickey Mouse. So while there are steel cards in it, most of the characters are either dual color or amber.
Yeah, amber is somewhere within the card, so that way
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Unless outside of Doc. Doc is in his deck
and
for
Goliath,
a little bit of card draw and Goliath too.
Yeah,
It's not card draw, it's amber.
That's right. So anyways, yeah, really cool deck, and this is our sort of newest adaptation of it that's been testing pretty good. But I'm here playing once again, back by popular demand, aka like 2 comments. But
hey, it's
popular. The boost control deck that I've just been absolutely loving. I went to League where we were all playing like proxied up decks for set 11, and I went undefeated with it at League. It played really well into a lot of the like mid-range decks in the format. There's definitely going to be some gaps, but I'm really excited to see how it does here against this Amber Steel deck. So this is, for all intents and purposes, as close to an approximation of old Ruby Amethyst's playstyle as you can. You just accumulate a ton of cards to the mid game and then try to wipe your board with Ralph and reset the game. And so you can do that with Lonely Grave. To be able to blow up Ralph and wipe the board of all things with lower attack than Ralph, but of course you can boost him to get him higher. And we have other things that can boost him, like Lumiere and stuff like that in the deck. So good ways to get him high enough to blow up a lot of stuff. And then we have a lot of things that either A, want to be blown up, like Diablo and Cusco, or things that are other ways for Lonely Grave, which you blow up something and then boost something. Other ways to like capitalize off Lonely Graves. Things like this Alice, Willie the Giant, stuff like that. So yeah, it's a really cool deck, a very unique way to play, which is just what I've been loving about it. It feels so different than anything else in Lorcana right now.
And a really great highlight of some of the new tools. Like this deck, your Ruby Amethyst deck has a lot more new tools.
Tons of new stuff.
Yeah.
Like most of the deck, and it feels like is new. Yeah.
Or
underappreciated cards from last set.
Yeah, like same play style as the old classic Ruby Amethyst that ran roughshod over everybody for a year
Not
plus,
long enough. Bring it back.
but just a whole nother feel to it. So
Yeah.
it's a really, really cool deck. They kept the identity of the 2 colors wonderful with this.
Yeah, so let's shuffle up and get going. Like I mentioned, we're going to do a 2-game set, so we're each going to get a chance to go first. So this dice roll is more of a formality, to be honest. Do you want odds or evens?
Odds.
It is evens. So I'll go first, and then Gibby will get a chance to go first.
Cool.
Yeah. And of course, we're going to have the deck list down in the description, so you can check those out. Of course, if you have not yet subscribed, now's a good time to do that. Hit that subscribe button while we're shuffling up. Over 75% of our viewers are not yet subscribed.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
What's the classic YouTube phrase?
I think that's that. Smash the like button.
Smash that bell.
Hashtag like and subscribe.
Hashtag
Hit the
like
bell.
and
Get the bell on.
Hit the bell.
Yep. Anyways.
So you get notified
Listen,
of all future Camp Quest videos.
Listen, we're self-aware.
Yeah. We grew up during the early stages of YouTube.
That's
we know,
right.
We know.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. I'll go ahead and do my mulligans first. So I'm going to show it to you guys here what we've got cooking. So we've got a nice little early curve of 1-2. We do not have anything to play after that. Obviously, so we're missing a 3. Now, this deck does not necessarily mind undercurving on 3, but we don't really have things we want to be undercurving necessarily. So what we're going to do is we're going to dump these 5, and we're just going to keep these 2. And we're looking for things like Lonely Grave. We're looking for things like Library. We're looking for things like other 1s and 2s like Diablos and Cuscos and stuff like that. And we are certain we're going to draw into some of these 5s later. There's plenty of them. There's a ton of 5s in this list. So we're going to keep these. We're going to toss these.
All right. So for my hand here, this is kind of what we're rocking with here. So we've got a couple options, especially when we're going second, because that Angel, being a 2-drop, can come down on turn 1. If we see that, that's kind of like an automatic keep. It's probably one of the best things that we can find going second, but we did not find an Angel. We did find an Akutamute, but without the Angel, it's kind of a risky play to try to bank on that. But we did find the Pluto here, which is kind of the best thing here, so we can end up keeping that Pluto. We do have a 3-drop that we can curve into on turn 2, and then something to be able to sing with maybe Clawhauser to take out an early turn. So we're going to keep these 3 as our consistency and try to see if we can find some other early card draw or something to curve into. I'll keep the Look at This Family as well, and I'm going to send these 3 back.
Yeah, it's probably safe to keep the songs in the opening hand when you're not playing against green or yellow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you've got a little bit more of a safety net to not have them removed from your hand. I mean, you definitely want the resource extension, so got to be able to find that somehow.
Yeah, true. All right.
All right.
I think we are ready. Shall I kick it off?
Go whenever you're ready, sir.
Okay. So what we're going to do here, we really like all of these cards and don't really want to ink any of them. The only thing that's interesting is we have 2 non-characters, and so there's the temptation to ink one of them, but we actually don't really want to do that necessarily, or we may do it, but this insulates us from Mowgli picking out the one that we want to keep, right? So now if I was playing this blind, though, if I didn't know what Gibby was playing, I think I would probably ink this Marching Off to Battle just because it takes a while to become useful. So we're going to ink that, and we're going to play this Hercules. I really like this new boost Hercules. Just really cool. It reminds me of the Flynn. It's like, okay, I'm a 1-drop, but I can become a 2-drop if you boost me on 2. So I'll pass.
Because so what? You boost him for 2, and he gets what effect?
+3 attack.
Okay, that's
so he becomes a 3/3 once he's boosted.
All right. So draw for turn for me. So we drew a very interesting hand. We actually drew. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it out loud. Pretend like you don't know.
Yeah.
We drew 3 copies of Clawhauser. We kept the 1. We got.
You can also
3.
flash to the camera if you want.
Yeah. So we've got. This is what we've essentially got here. Is we picked up a couple extra bodyguards. We do have some nice 4s to be able to curve into on further turns. So I think our turn 1 is still kind of streamlined here. We're gonna ink a Clawhauser. And we're going to go ahead and play out our Pluto.
Nice.
Pass it back.
All right. So I'm going to draw here. That's actually a nice draw because I can ink it.
There you go.
I don't really want to see this super early in the game. So we're going to ink this Ursula Vanessa, and we're going to play a Lumiere. And that's really nice here, obviously. I can have my Hercules still have an attack stat. And obviously I can boost him next turn if I wanted to and get him up to 4 attack, which is kind of crazy. So I'll quest for 1, and I'll pass.
All right. My turn. Let's go ahead and draw. All right. So this actually takes a little bit of a turn here because we were going to plan on playing Clawhauser, which is a bit of a risky play here because he does have the Hercules and the Lumiere that are able to take some things out because Clawhauser has a weaker attack stat, so he would. But we did find, we're going to ink this Clawhauser, and we found the other option. It's going to go ahead and exert Pluto for his good dog ability along with 2. We found the other bodyguard in our deck that has a little bit of a better stat block to protect Pluto and would trade in return on some of the other options that are here. So at least we can force that out. So
yeah,
we'll go ahead and put Raj in bodyguard and pass it back to you, sir.
All right, so we'll ready up and we'll draw. That's an okay card. So this gives us an option, these 2 do, to be able to boost Hercules. One of the things about that, though, is like this is probably just the game-breaking card. that buys me like a ton of time. So I think I still have to do this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to ink the Diablo, which I really like to. I don't like to ink the Diablo super early. I like to get it down and start like filtering through cards. But we're going to play Duckworth. Duckworth is perfect for this scenario.
Yep, he is absolutely great.
So he has the Rush. He's a 3/1, but he's a 4 with Lumiere. And so I will take out the Raja. He will be banished, but when he's banished during my turn, I can boost one of my characters. And so we're going to boost this Hercules, which now has a lovely 4/3. I'll take out the Pluto, and I'll quest with the other one to go to 2. And that was pretty huge.
That's a great start for the deck.
Yeah.
For a deck that wants to build momentum, being on my side of the board, to find that is great.
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking at an empty board. We're staring down his 1-drop and 2-drop. He had a really efficient start here. So
yeah, that's a kind of a crazy start. The Lumiere into the Duckworth.
Yeah, it's great.
Like,
oh, the 1-drop into the 2-drop. That's almost like a preferred start.
I think
going
so.
first.
I think that's probably the perfect start, like if they're going to exert anything early.
So I'll go ahead and scoop. I'm just kidding. So we've got 2 look at this families. Because we have an empty board, it's unlikely that we're going to be playing both of them anytime soon. Bodies in our hand are going to be a lot better. So we're going to go ahead and ink one of the look at this family. And I think we kind of just have to naked play a Clawhauser, but we're going to not put Clawhauser in Bodyguard just to keep him up.
That would be crazy.
Keep him up, keep him protected. We're not going to put him in harm's way just yet. And we'll pass.
All right, so we'll ready up. Ready Herc and Lumiere, and we'll draw. Oh, that's a nice pickup there. Though I don't know that it's better than the Alice I wanted to play. Oh man, it's funny. None of this feels good to ink. None of it. Literally
Good.
Literally, quite literally none of it. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna do the crazy thing. Y'all can come at me in the comments. But because I'm so ahead right now, I think I can play it slow and
Get a bit greedy.
I can get greedy, and that's what Ruby Amethyst does, baby. We get greedy. So we're gonna ink the Elsa, and we're gonna play the Alice.
So what's crazy about this start for you, though? If we take a minute and evaluate this. Old Ruby Amethyst was constantly playing from behind and looking to get to that be prepared turn.
Oh yeah.
To then level set and just say my opponent's not close enough to game yet.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna win. Not only are you ahead on board, you also have the way to stall the game out if I do somehow catch up, which I'm going to have to put a lot of resources into to get to that point. So this is a really, really fascinating...
It's an explosive start. Yeah.
It's a really fascinating evolution of Ruby Amethyst.
And I think that you won't get this start every time.
No.
And so, like, there is that component where, like, sometimes you'll just draw the Cuscos and the Diablos, and you'll be like, these guys don't do anything. But the Hercules really smooths out, I think, the early game a lot because it puts a big threat out there. And if they're slow to develop, you can just sit there and boost them for 2 instead of play a 2-drop. You can just and hold that card back. So anyways, so I'm going to quest with the Hercules. I'm not going to quest with the Lumiere. And I will pass.
All right. So we're going to draw for turn. Well, we're kind of past the point in which we'd really want to play it, I think. So we got to catch up a little bit here. I've got a couple options. This is the card I drew, and I think it's for sure going to get inked. So we're going to ink this 2-drop Angel.
It does feel like the Angel gets inked a lot in the mid game, just because it's worse than a lot of the other. It's the underdog thing. It's amazing when you hit it.
Yeah, and it's really great to have in the early turns. And sometimes it fills out the rest of your ink to be able to play another threat that can sing something, because it can sing like a strength or whatever on future turns. So it's not bad. But we've got a couple options here. I'm just going to flash my hand. We can play either the Rhino here or an Aerial for future kind of singing for future card draw development. We're kind of in a little bit of a pickle here. So I think what we have to do is I'm going to favor playing I think I'm going to favor playing the Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll go ahead and turn all that sideways. And then we're going to sing with Clawhauser. He hurled his Thunderbolt to take out Alice.
Makes sense. This is such a good engine if it's left undisturbed.
Right. We have to be able to slow him down at least a little bit. Because it does put Clawhauser at in the firing range.
Yeah.
But, I don't think we have an opportunity. Officer, you have served your line of duty well. So we'll pass it back.
All right, so we'll ready up, and we will draw.
Protect the hamster.
That's pretty nice here. I am going to ink a Lonely Grave. We're going to spend 3 on the library. We're going to spend 1 to move Herc to the library. And Herc will take out the Clawhauser with the 4, taking 1 back. I could establish this with my last ink, or I could move the Lumiere. There is always the concern of a Mowgli, and so I think I'm leaning towards just getting the Lonely Grave onto the board.
Right.
I'm out of cards, but I have a library, so I think that's pretty good. I'm going to put this here so I remember to get my lore, and I'll intern.
Okay. Let's go ahead and draw. Come on, baby. All right. That's pretty spicy, baby. We are going to... It's kind of a sustain that we needed in a way. So we're going to ink Look at This Family. And we're going to spend 4 to play Ariel.
Nice.
And then we're going to spend the last to boost under Ariel. And the card I just drew is another He Hurled His Thunderbolt.
Oh, nice.
So Rhino's going to sing the Thunderbolt. I'm going to have to give you the card. We're going to go ahead and take out Hercules.
Okay.
Because I think the clapback is a little too hard. Lumiere by himself still can't get through the resist of the Rhino. So you will draw a card off of that. I will draw a card off of Ariel because I've boosted her. All right. So we just picked up another card. That's good. And I'm feeling a little bit better now. He does have his Lonely Grave out, but he's only got a library and he's got his Lumiere. We've got a little bit of established, and now we're threatening to take out the library in a couple turns here. So, all right, go ahead and pass it over.
All right, so I'll gain a lore. Let's start my turn, and we'll draw.
I haven't even thought to this point about questing anything. I forgot these were here.
Oh yeah, that's what they're there for, buddy.
Well, I've been playing from behind for so far in this game.
That's fair. I'm gonna play Willie the Giant.
Oh no!
So that huge 7/7 is awesome. We're going to spend 1, and we're going to move Lumiere to the library. Now, Gibby does not have enough to take out the library in one go on this turn. Obviously, like I could theoretically Lonely Grave the Lumiere, but we're waiting a turn because, obviously, we want to be able to boost the Willie next turn and be able to swing into something of Gibby's with it. I can only use Willie, to quest or challenge if I put a card under him this turn. So.
I'm going to swing Gibby into Willie.
There you go. I will pass.
All right.
And we're going to reminder.
And draw. Okay. So, interesting. I guess we just do it, right? And see what we find.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and sing with Ariel Okudamute.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to discount the next character that we play by 2. I draw a card off
for
a Akud, and then I'm going to draw a card off of Ariel because she's boosted.
Yep, pretty cool. You got the cards in your hand again all of a sudden.
Yeah, which is I'm not mad at.
No.
And I start to wonder, do I need, like, is it more important for me to develop something to... I think that is what we're going to do here. We're going to swing Rhino into the library.
All right. Yep, 4 damage.
And then I'm going to spend 3. And we're going to put a Raja in Bodyguard.
Nice. Yep.
So it kind of protects us at least a little bit from the Willie, since Lumiere can't really get the job done by himself on the Raja.
Right.
And I think we'll pass beyond that.
Okay. So I'll gain a lore at the start of the turn for the library.
Yep.
And we will draw. Not ideal, to be honest. Not ideal. It's okay. It's fine. It's just fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna quest for 1 with Lumiere.
Yep.
We're gonna Lonely Grave, pop the Lumiere. which will allow me to boost one of my characters and then draw a card from the library.
Yep. That it does.
Hey, that changes some things. That changes some stuff. Okay, so we're going to go 5 for Hades. And the Hades is going to target the Raja.
You can have your card, sir.
I figured you'd say that.
I was hoping you'd say that.
All right, we've not inked yet. We're definitely going to ink something here. We will ink a Lumiere. I will move Willie to the library, and I will have Willie take out the Raja. And that will take 3 damage back. And then I will pass my turn. And we'll put a little ducky here. Whack.
Oh, whack. All right. Let's see what we draw. Not exactly what we were looking for. We do have some choices to make. Now I've kind of got two different paths here. It's either I've got quite a nice board here to be able to sing Look at This Family. And then I would draw 2 cards from Look at This Family and an additional one from Ariel. Singing with Ariel each turn is going to be a great tool. But that doesn't allow me to either take out the library or take out Willie. But if I sung this, I do get the ability to maybe find another bodyguard to be able to protect, although we've already seen 3 Clawhousers and we've seen 2 Rajas, so we're running out of bodyguards to find. I'm not even sure finding a Mickey for the additional defense is probably going to be worth it. So we've got kind of a conundrum here of what do we use here. I really don't see another path for us right now. I think knowing that there might be a board wipe coming, we have to, at some point, we have to kind of play the long game here. As much as I want to kill his...
I am at 6 ink.
Yeah, and I want to be able to kill off your library. Draw engine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just don't think with my hand. I think we have to go for the additional flexibility. So we're going to sing with Rhino and Ariel to play Look at This Family. So I'm just going to set my hand over here. We're going to draw the 5 first. Okay. And remind me of what's in my hand. So we did find some really great options here that would help kind of extend. How many cards do you have in hand?
3.
3. So we could end up doing some spooky things here. I think I'm going to go for pure card draw. I mean, you can either go for pure card draw here or I'd go for that Mickey. I think the extension here, Willie takes out... We take out either of them anyway.
Yeah, you take out anything.
Okay. That's also interesting. I'm going to grab this Doc and this Mickey. It may come back to bite me, but we'll find out. So then these are going to go on the bottom. And then I draw an extra card for the Ariel.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I really do like the Ariel.
Yeah, it's great. So we're sitting at 5 ink right now. I think what we're going to do is we are going to ink the aerial, and we're going to try to go for a little bit of an explosion turn here. We're going to pay 4 for Mickey.
The Amba Champ.
The Amba Champ. I'm going to spend 1 for a Pluto.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to spend a last one for Rhino. And now Rhino's going to give -1 attack until the start of my next turn on Willie.
Okay.
Now what that potentially does is that keeps Rhino safe.
6 will...
Because he has his 2
Not do it,
resist
yeah.
plus 5, so that would keep Rhino alive.
Yep.
If you decided to challenge him. So we're going to go ahead and call that my turn. And I'll sit with 1 card in hand.
I'll gain a lore thanks to the duck. Quack.
Yep. Quack, quack.
I mean, it's actually the library, but the duck reminded me of it, so he gets the credit.
Yeah.
And then I will draw for turn. Oh, that's a good pickup. So this is a heck of a pickup, but I don't think I need it. Is the crazy thing. I had a kind of a crazy turn already, and I think I'd rather hold it back. So we're gonna ink the cat, and we are going to spend 5 on a headless horseman to take out the Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that was the thing that that's the only thing I think that breaks that board state, other than a board wipe. Is that
what you just grabbed?
No.
You had that.
I did have the horseman, and you were actually, ironically, I was like sitting dead in my hand for multiple turns, just because you kept having 3-4 attack characters. Yeah, Hades has 4 now, so I can go on to.
Did you want him in the library?
No, because he's not going to die here. Because he has 4, so I'll go into Ariel and take 3. Then I'll move him to the library. Yeah, I got there eventually, Gibby. You were thinking a step ahead. I will detonate him with Lonely Grave, draw a card, boost the... Actually, I got to boost first, I think. Ordering. It actually may not matter, but I'm boosting first, then drawing. And then I can ink, and I shall... ink a cat. I'll move the horseman to the library for the sake of it's smart, and then I will challenge Rhino and trade and draw a card from the library.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Yes, we got there. It's funny. It's like tough with Willie because like you have to remember I got to boost him before I do the other things. So, or before I can challenge them, like you, yeah. When you're counting on Lonely Grave, you're like, okay, wait. If I want to challenge Willie first, I have to like use the other things that I plan to blow up first, and that can make for some interesting turns. This is like not a. I will say this: like this is not an easy deck to pilot. There's a lot of ordering layers to it,
especially if you're playing in a competitive format where people are going to
Yes.
expect you to be correct from the jump.
Oh yeah, the first time I played this, it was like when I played this with Lindsay on stream like a week or 2 ago. It was the literal first time I had even tested the deck, and I missed multiple interactions.
You're like, I gotta go back and do this. I gotta
Yeah,
do this.
well, and I forgot to quest once or twice before blowing it up anyway. So we're trying to play cleaner, but this is not an easy deck to pilot.
Yeah.
So I will pass then to you, and we'll put the little duck on top.
Little duck. All right, draw for turn. Not really what I think we wanted to see. But
yeah, this is the stage where I feel pretty safe at this stage of the game.
I think for the sake of we could find something better to be able to play, we're going to go ahead and ink the angel.
Yep.
You're at 2, 4, 6, and 7. We'll hedge our bets that we find some good things. We're going to go ahead and Pluto.
Yeah.
I don't think we care about the Pluto right now.
Probably doesn't matter in most cases.
And we're going to spend 1 to play Doc, which we grabbed from the Look at This Family.
Yeah.
And this is why we do the things we do.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 4, 6. We will spend 6
on the Goliath. I guess you could have done that either way, even with Pluto. But playing Pluto first still opens up more options in case you wanted to spend the ink on actions.
Right. And then we have to think, do I want Rhino to sit here, or do I want the library? Do I want to smack the library? Let's go take a look. We've only seen one Rhino in our discard, plus we saw one in the look at this family, so the odds of us maybe seeing another Rhino to shift into are a little lower, but I'm tired of this library. Let's go ahead and smack the library for one.
One more.
Yeah.
All right. All good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try to...
And I will draw one card for Goliath.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Forgot about that.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to draw. And what I'm going to do here to start is we have 7 ink. We're going to go take out the Rhino.
1 damage on you, sir.
Yes, yes. I am going to spend 7 on Wreck-It Ralph. I'm going to ink for turn a Hercules, and I'm going to boost the Wreck-It Ralph, so he now has 4 attack. Then I'm going to Lonely Grave, blow up my Horseman, draw a card, and boost the Wreck-It Ralph. So now he has 5 attack. Draw. And I will, excuse me, I will pass.
All right. Now, if Wreck-It Ralph...
If he's banished, then...
How many cards in hand?
5.
You have to get discard down to 2.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So we will discard the Cusco, and we will discard the Willy. Yeah.
All right. Draw for turn. Yeah, so it's if he just gets banished at all, correct?
Yeah, if he gets banished, then everything with attack equal to or less than his power gets banished as well.
Okay. And that is a stat. He's got a static 5 now, right?
He has 5 because of the... He's got 2 cards underneath him. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Understood. Okay. This is actually kind of an interesting little turn we're going to do here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to spend 1 to play Rhino to lower his attack back down to 4.
Okay, wow. Yeah, that's
and
pretty
then
cool.
I'm going to spend 3 to place... Actually, I'm going to quest with Doc, quest with Pluto. We're on the board.
Hey, on the board.
We'll go to 2. I'm going to spend 3 to strength. Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay, so not Goliath.
Correct.
Yep.
So I just strength it so it takes him out, but everything dies but Goliath.
Yep,
Goliath
yep.
will take 4 damage.
No, he doesn't do damage. He just straight banishes.
Oh, just banishes.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so Goliath will stay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend my last 3 to put Raja in bodyguard, and
Hey,
Goliath will
nice.
take out the library finally.
Very good, yes.
And then that's the end of my turn. I will draw 2 cards.
All right. Yeah, Goliath definitely a problem for this deck. I will draw. Oh, interesting. Well, it is what it is.
Ironically, that Rhino was a great pickup.
5, 6, 7 for Wreck-It Ralph again, and I will boost Wreck-It Ralph once again. And I will pass.
All right.
Oh, I guess I should probably ink and then draw another card if I want to.
Yeah, go ahead if you want to.
Is this better? Can I improve on this? I probably should. I'm going to ink a library and draw.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Draw for turn.
Yeah. That draw was from the Goliath for the chat.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to spend 2 to play a Doc.
Did you get the double dock?
I did get the double Doc. We're going to spend 2 to play Mowgli.
All right, there goes a library.
Bam. And then we're going to spend 2 to play another Doc. We'll draw 2. I'm going to spend my last one so next turn you can just boost Wreck-It and then turn Lonely Grave sideways and just destroy everything. Right?
Yeah, everything except the Goliath.
We are going to because it doesn't. It's attack, right?
It's based on his attack. Yep. So he has 4 right now. I can boost him manually. That would take him to 5. So he's still not dealing with the Goliath.
Okay. We will ink this Rhino.
Yep.
And I actually don't think, I actually think I'd rather draw 2 cards. So I'm going to play out the Pluto.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, it makes sense to
I will quest with Raja.
Mm-hmm.
And I played these all this turn. So I'll quest with Raja to go to 3.
Yeah.
And we'll quest with the Goliath to go to 4, 5.
Sweet.
And then we'll draw 2.
Yep.
At the end of the turn. Your turn.
Right, I'll draw. Ho, interesting. Okay, we're going to boost Ralph. Again, so now he's up to 5. Excuse me. I will spend 4, 5, 6, 7 on another Wreck-It Ralph.
There you go.
I will Lonely Grave, blow up the Wreck-It Ralph, and that takes out everything except for Goliath. And then I can boost this Ralph again, which does take him up to 6.
Very nice.
But I don't think I actually want to take out your Goliath. I am going to quest for 3 to go to 11. I'll spend the 1 on Hercules. Did I get all my spending right? 1, 2, 1.
I think you did because you spent 7.
Yep. And then I'll draw 2 cards from your Goliath at the end of the turn.
All right. Back to me. Back to my Goliath. Draw a card. So you're at how much attack right now?
6.
6 attack?
Yep.
We'll go ahead and have Goliath take out the Ralph.
Okay.
It's just not. It's going to continue to get worse, and before it's just going to evaporate.
It will.
I've got 8 here, so we're going to go ahead and turn 2, 4, 6, 8 sideways, and play out a Rhino and a Mickey Mouse.
Hey, very nice.
A nice little combo there, and pass it back over to you.
All right, we'll draw and ready. Let's go 2 Willies.
2 big boys.
That's right. And I'll pass.
That is a scary board.
Yeah.
You're like, I dealt with the big things, so I don't have to deal with any more big things. We're going to go 2, 4, play a Troubadour and an Angel.
Look at all that stuff.
And we're a little behind. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one out, truthfully, but we're going to go ahead. We'll go ahead and quest with these to take ourselves to 8, because we kind of have to force you to deal with us.
Yeah.
Rather have you deal with us at this point.
That's fair. I'll draw. I will go. I'll 3 to boost Willie. If I have one more Inkable, we're gonna go 3 to boost Willie, and we're gonna go 3 for Duckworth, and Duckworth is just gonna chill because he quests for 2, which feels kind of silly, and I'm gonna quest for 4.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like, but he's also just this. I'll run him in next turn if you somehow get into a place that's not favorable for me. And we're going to go ahead and play another Rhino for 4. And I think we really can't deal with the Willies. You're going to be able to boost them for free. We'll quest for 4 and just kind of say yours.
All right. Good game. We got there off the boosts and stuff, but it was a really close one. It was some interesting dynamics, especially the Rhino versus the Wreck-It Ralph. But we actually have to run to our release event, so we are going to film the second game tomorrow morning. So we'll see you there right after this clap. And we're back. It's the next morning. Surprise. We've had a night of sleep. We went to a release event. We pulled a bunch of cards.
Good morning.
That's right. And most of my deck is now no longer proxies. That one we didn't get around to. So, anyways, we are ready to get our game 2. So if I remember correctly, Gibby, I did win game 1 on the play. So now you're going to be on the play for our second game.
It is time for revenge, and I get to go first.
I will admit that that was one of the closest closer games I've had, I think, between these two decks, because I have played it some, not with you, but with other people, and it tends to do pretty well into that, and that Goliath really gave me a hard time there. So let's go ahead and get set up.
All right, let's rock it.
And rip these opening hands.
All right, so I'll mulligan first here. So we're looking for our typical opening. We want to find it's depending on how aggressive do we want to get. I mean, so we pulled some good cards in our opening hand. You could consider keeping, I think that's for sure, we keep that Pluto. And we've got the Rhino, we've got the Mickey Mouse. Maybe we keep the Mickey Mouse and we keep this Strength, and then we send everything back, trying to look for that 3-drop. I think we're going to keep the Pluto, we're going to keep the Strength, and we're going to send everything else back. Looking for that 3-drop, because that really opens up our game plan to look for that. So we're going to keep 2, and we're going to put back 5.
All right, so over here I've got an interesting hand. I've got a lot of my slower developing early game. Obviously, we're going to totally keep our Herc as our premier 1-drop in this list. And then I have a lot of our draw 1s and 2s. I'm a little worried about what that's going to do for us on the draw against Gibby's faster deck. I'm going to send back Alice, because Alice, while it's a great card, it's better against the slow decks. I think I'm also going to send back this Olaf, because Olaf is great against other slow decks. We can bounce our boosted units and stuff like that, but against this, we don't really want that. I am tempted to also throw back a Diablo or a Kuzco, but what's nice about both of those cards is that, like, if I find the Lonely Grave on turn 2, I can go Lonely Grave Diablo. If I don't find it, I can just play out the Kuzco and ink the Diablo. So, like, and then I have these two that I think I'm going to keep in my opening hand, mostly just because I think they're good against this matchup. So we're going to send 2 cards back. Actually, you know what? I'm sending one more because I think I like to find Lumiere here.
Yeah, I'd say Lumiere is going to be really good in this matchup.
So I think I'm actually going to, I think I might send back I'm going to send back the Diablo. Actually, you know what? Take it all back. I think I'm going to send back the Elsa. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, because of his bodyguards, Elsa is actually, like, sometimes hard to get value from early in the game.
Probably unless you've got a cat already in hand.
1, 2, 3 cards back. Okay, we didn't find that Lumiere, but we did find some really useful tools. So, okay, let me shuffle. Shuffle. And whenever you're ready, Gibby, go on ahead.
All right, let's get it off and popping.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. All right, so what we didn't find was any of our bodyguards.
Oh, man, here's me throwing back my Elsa.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't hear that.
So so we are going to – we got to think, okay, are we going to try to play for any sort of card advantage? We've got a decent curve, actually, in a way. It's going to take us a little bit to get there, but we're gonna ink an Angel, and then we're going to put down our Pluto 1-drop.
Oh, he's a good dog.
He's a good boy.
We're going to draw. That's a pretty good pickup there. I think I'm going to go... We're going to ink Alice because, again, it's just kind of... I mean, look, she's really good, but I think not right here against this deck on the draw. And then I'm going to play Hercules, and we'll pass. Classic early game for this deck.
Draw. All right. That's not a bad pickup, but not going to be super useful right now. We're going to ink one of the 2 Look at This families that we picked up.
Oh, look at that family.
And spend the 2 and play the other copy of Angel that we picked up.
Hot diggity daffodil.
And we'll pass it back.
Look at this graph.
Look at this graph.
All right, so we'll draw. So interesting kind of conundrum here. Like, I could get these down together, which is nice because it gets them on the table. Alternatively, I could just ink and play a 2. So, like, I think I lean towards establishing the item because of how powerful it is in this matchup and because of how, to be honest, scared I am of Mowgli ripping it. it's one of those cards that because it's a 1, you typically want to weave into the game as early as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get it early in the game, you want to like get it onto the table as quickly as you can.
It was brutal against me last time.
It's just an engine, like a value engine in the build. So what I think I want to do is this one's tough, but I want to ink. Oh man, the ink decisions are hard because we have Herc here. Obviously, if I play Lonely Grave Diablo, I can immediately rip it and boost that Herc. Now, I don't know that I actually want to do that because like Gibby might sing a strength or something to kill it, and so I would have overcommitted to those resources.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that I want to get these down, but then the question becomes, what do I actually want to play the following turns? And I have some options. So, but I think that at the end of the day, I think I want to ink the Kuzco because the more I'm looking at my hand, the more I don't know that I'm going to want to ever play that Kuzco in the next few turns. So we are going to play the Diablo and the Lonely Grave. However, we are not going to pop the Lonely Grave just yet because, again, I don't want to overcommit my resources to the Herc until I have something to challenge with it. So
Sure.
I'll pass.
All right. Ready that ink. Draw that card.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is also a bit of a conundrum. I really don't want to do this, but I do think I have a path forward. But it's going to require me to ink this card. So I'm going to ink this Goliath, despite it being really good against you last time.
Yeah.
I'm going to hope that I can find another one later. So now we've got 3 in the inkwell. We're sitting on a decent hand here. If I can show this to the world.
To the world.
We're going to exert this Pluto and these 3. And we are going to play an aerial.
Yes.
And then we are going to, with Angela, or with Angel, as you might have sniffed out, Ian, we're going to strength that Herc away. I was hoping you were gonna pop it. And then I was going to have a free board.
Yeah.
But not this time.
Today.
Not today. So we've got a good board established. We found a pretty decent curve. We kind of worked our way through it. And that's one of the things that this deck does very well is I came in
There's
with
a lot of flexibility.
I came in with a game plan for what I wanted to find with Pluto into a 3-drop, and we found none of that. And then we've sort of worked our way and weaved our way into a favorable board state because the deck is meant to be flexible, only getting better with this set because of this Angel. If I didn't find that Angel, this Angel didn't exist last set,
you needed the
I would have been
singer
in a
on
really
the
tough spot.
table, yeah.
So,
and you also have Troubadours in there to like do the same things.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you have your Pluto and you don't have a 3 that you want to get into play early, especially the bodyguards to protect it,
right.
being able to go like Angel or Troubadour on 2 and then sing something the next, it's really good.
Yeah, so we've got a decent board. Pass to you.
All right, we'll draw. That's an all right card. It's going to force me to ink something else here. I don't like doing this, but because of the nature of this game, I think I'm going to ink... oh, wait, sorry. I can't do that. I actually can't do that here. Okay. Shoot, that's tough. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ink the Hades after all, and I'm just going to play the cat. And we'll pass.
All right, back to me. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I think first things first. We
last
are
things last.
going to take... we're going to spend 1, and we're going to boost that aerial.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and sing Thunderbolt.
Nice.
To take out the
Very
cat. We'll draw a card because we boosted that aerial.
Yep.
All right. And then this actually, I do think the ordering here was really important because it gave me a little bit of better information. We're looking at, okay, he could have a rush of any kind. He could have, with Sven now being in the game, he could have Sven on turn 4, so we do need to be weary of that. He could also start to develop a Willie the Giant with his Lonely Grave and still keeping his Diablo on board. So I think what we're going to do is I am going to ink this Mowgli because I need to continue to ink And I am going to spend my last 3, and I'm going to develop this Raja that we just drew off of the aerial, which is why the ordering mattered. Otherwise, I would have probably made a different decision. I've got Raja bodyguarded now. I don't think you really are going to be able to get past Raja and get to these guys, so I will go ahead and quest for 2. Get myself on the board.
Nice, yep.
All right, pass to you, my friend.
Okay, we'll draw. We're going to ink Alice, and we're going to play Willie the Giant.
Yep, exactly.
Pretty straightforward. Pass.
All right. And draw for turn. It's a good pickup. All right. So first things first, last things last.
Middle things middle.
Middle things middle. I'm going to, with Ariel and Raja, I'm going to sing Look at This Family. So first we have to
Look at this graph.
Interesting interaction here with this Look at This Family and the aerial because they both draw cards off of this. You have to complete the Look at This Family before you draw from the aerial. So 1,
I'm not a morning person,
2,
y'all.
3,
That's why my humor is almost
4,
certainly not landing.
5. So we got to pick 2 of these. I think that's absolutely what I want to do. So we're going to take these 2. I have to show them to you. We're going to take a Clawhauser and a Mickey Mouse.
Mick Mouse. What's a Mick Mouse?
And then we will draw our extra card from the aerial. All right. I think it's it's the least useful of the cards here that we've got. I'm going to ink this angel. Sitting on 5 ink now. And I think we are going to... Remind me, Sven has 3 attack and he gets +3 challenger in Rush.
No, he goes up to 5.
Goes up to 5.
So he's a 2/3 and goes up to 5.
The math behooves me here then. So we're going to develop our Mickey Mouse Amber champion, which even if you find a Headless Horseman next turn, you could take out Mickey Mouse and you'd still Willie the Giant into Raja, but it doesn't
it protects your aerial, which is your draw engine at this stage.
Right. So we're going to still quest with Pluto and Angel.
Yep. Up to 4.
Taking us up to 4.
Roger.
And we're feeling good. All right. Feeling good.
Feeling good in the neighborhood. We're going to draw. All right. We're going to quest for 1. We're going to Lonely Grave, banish our Diablo, and boost Willie the Giant.
Yep.
And we'll draw a card. Oh, that's really, really bad, y'all. Well, we just drew straight Uninkables.
Nice. Love to hear it.
I can still take out the Raja.
Yep.
Take the 3 there. We're going to spend 3 on a Duckworth. And we're forced to pass. So yeah, that was pretty bad. Like we needed just any inkable in those 2 cards, and we did not get them.
Duckworth. Ooh. All right, draw for turn. Oh.
Uh-oh.
The double dock.
It gets you every time.
The old double dock.
The old double dock. Tale as old as time.
All right, so what we're going to do, unfortunately.
If you wouldn't mind shifting your cards down a little bit.
Yeah.
I need to do the same thing.
Card shifts down. All right, so we are going to try to play some dock chain shenanigans here and see what we can do.
As one does.
We're going to spend... I'm going to Pluto.
Yep.
And spend only the 2 to put Clawhauser in Bodyguard.
Yep.
And then we're going to spend another 2 to play a dock. We will forfeit the other dock.
Your dock is forfeit.
Yes. To draw 2 cards.
One,
and we're
2.
hoping to find a song here. We didn't, but we're going to be able to find some things, I think, for a following turn that will be useful. Now, I have a consideration to make here of, do I need to get rid of that Willie?
Yeah, you'd have to put a lot into it.
Well, I'd end up having to put these 2. I'd put Angel and aerial. I don't think I do because
I don't think that's a good call.
Well, because I've got the defense from Mickey Mouse on Clawhauser.
Yeah, if you have to throw two things away, like you also know. I guess you don't have to. Yeah, you do. You still have to throw them away. You know you're on a clock. I think.
I'm going to quest with the angel, and I think I will leave. I'm going to leave aerial up because of the draw engine. Because if you pull, like I said, if you pull a headless horseman to take out Clawhauser, or take out maybe either Mickey Mouse and then you Willie, then Duckworth now starts to challenge the aerial.
Yep.
So I will pass here.
Okay, that was a wise decision. What you just did there, I would have done the same thing. We'll draw. Hey, it's an inkable. Let's go. All right,
we're back, baby.
Horseman.
Hey,
we're gonna take out the Mick. We're gonna go.
Figured you might. He got me good last in game 1.
That buffs everything up, so Duckworth can trade with Clawhauser, which then lets me boost my Willie the Giant. Willie the Giant will then take out your Angel. Sure, we'll go with that. And then we pass turn to you.
Go ahead and deal your damage to your Willie.
Yes, 5 damage. All right. Pass to you.
Okay. Draw. Little bit of an interesting scenario.
When did I get a lore? Was that early on in the game? Was that like questing with a Herc or something?
I do not.
Oh, and I quested with the Diablo before.
So it
blowing it up. I'm like, I don't remember. Yeah,
drops.
it had to be something.
Willie over here is just...
He's a big boy.
Well, he's continuing to be a problem.
This is such a impactful card in this deck, and it's like I don't see a world where there's another deck that can use this quite as well, but in this deck specifically there's just so many ways to enable him. The stat block is so important, I feel like.
I'm gonna do something a bit peculiar here.
Oh, okay. Yes, a bit peculiar.
I'm going to sing with all of them.
Oh, we're looking at more families.
We're looking at the families.
Oh, gosh.
So I'm going to sing that and go 1.
The card draw
2,
loop that you have is
3,
really just pretty impressive
4,
in a shell like this.
5. And we're going to grab these two. We're going to grab a Troubadour and a Raja.
The Troobs.
Yep. And then we draw the extra card from the aerial.
Yep. It's pretty nice.
Beautiful.
That's beauteous.
It is beautiful. So we got 3, 5 ink. What we're going to do is we're going to ink this Troubadour. We're going to spend 3 on a Raja in Bodyguard. And then we're going to spend our last 3 on a Strength.
Ah, la Strength.
For... I think it's got to be Willie. Right? It's Willie in this situation.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends what you're trying to play around. Pros and cons. I mean, Willie can take out anything of yours. And also, I think Willie also presents the risk that I might be able to bounce him and pick
all the cards up, which is, I think that's more where my head was at, was the potential card pickup. So, we'll go ahead and nuke the Willie.
All right, we lost an Elsa and a Horseman under there. Darn.
That's good.
Yep.
All right, and we'll pass back to you. We're still feeling good.
Yeah, I think you're in a really nice spot. I'll draw.
It was a risky play going for the aerial, but the extra card draw actually gained me the song.
Yeah, so I think you're only at 5, so I think I can afford to play kind of slow, which is good. And if you ever have to get back into it with a like a Goliath, like you'll be giving me cards, which is nice. So we're gonna play a Duckworth. We're playing this first so that when my Horseman trades with the Raja, it will get a +1, and then it can take out the aerial.
Totally makes sense.
And then I'm gonna ink a Cheshire Cat, and I'm just gonna pass.
All right.
The turn that I missed inking really threw this deck off, because I had that Horseman and would have been able to stabilize the board a turn sooner, and then would not have had to commit as many resources at this stage.
And then I'm looking at this and I'm going, all right, let's go ahead and develop. We've got an empty board and we want to get some more threats on here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to turn the Pluto sideways and we're going to commit 2 resources to ink to this Clawhauser,
Mm-hmm.
spend the last 4 for a Rhino,
Nice.
and then we're going to quest with the dog, go to 6, and
Yeah.
it feels like we've refilled our board to a
Yeah,
degree.
I'd say so.
All right, pass to you.
Okay, so we'll ready up and we'll draw. That's a tough one. We just have to ink the library and play out the Wreck-It Ralph.
Yep.
Sucks to ink library here. Would have liked to have seen this like 3 turns ago.
Yeah.
And so then I'll pass.
Passing over to me. Draw. I think this is actually a pretty decently easy turn for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be inking this Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
And I was waiting for the right time to do it. 2, 4, 6.
Get the Goliath out.
Get the Goliath out.
Yeah.
So, and we are going to send quest with everything. 2, 4,
6.
5, 6 puts us
12.
to 12.
Oof,
And
yeah.
we're starting to, and I will draw the 2 cards at the end of my turn off the Goliath.
Yeah. All right, and I'll draw for turn. That's rough. Let's see. I mean, so what's weird here is that like I almost do think that like taking the Ralph out and wiping 6 questing off your board and then leaving the Goliath for me to draw is the best outcome for actually maybe being able to get to win this game. So we're going to boost the Ralph, and then we're going to quest for 3, and then we're going to Lonely Grave the Ralph, and we're going to wipe out everything but your Goliath.
Yep, because it will take out the Rhino.
And then we're going to play a Hercules. We're going to boost the Hercules. And then we're going to pass turn and draw 2 cards from your Goliath. 1
got it.
and 2. Okay. Go on ahead.
Draw. All right. Think we're going to sing
Mm-hmm.
a Cood with
mhm.
Goliath to draw a card. Next thing we play will cost 2 less.
Nice.
I am going to ink this Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend 4 to play a second Goliath,
Oh.
and then spend my last 4
Mm-hmm.
to play another Rhino.
Ouch, kabibbles.
And we will pass turn, draw 2 cards
All right.
off of the double Goliath.
That's pretty nice. Okay, we'll draw for turn. That's
We're building a beefy board. So if he pulls up another Wreck-It Ralph, it's going to be a little tough for him, I think, to be able to get to it.
Mm-hmm. We have some interesting options here. We're like an ink short of what I actually want to do. So I can definitely dump hand here, which won't be bad knowing that I'll get a Goliath trigger. In fact, I think it's what I have to do. Like I really would love to play this Olaf, Lonely Grave, boost the Hercules, pull 3 cards back into my hand. Which is one of the things that just makes Olaf so crazy in this deck. But I do think that if I do that, like it's a really slow turn, and I have to remove questing power from Gibby's board, and also end the turn with a threat in play. And so with that in mind, I think I just have to ink. I think I have to play Sven, rush into the Goliath, and then that's 4. And then I play a Willie the Giant.
Yep.
And then I draw 2 cards. And so we'll draw and pass.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Goliath is really putting in a lot of work here. I was able to. The Cood was actually really nice to be able to.
That was
get the
huge
second.
because, yeah, being able to put that much more pressure is really tough here for me.
So we actually are in a position where we are going to get to do the same thing and dump hand.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to spend 3 for a Clawhauser.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to spend 2 for a Mowgli.
So I've got a Wreck-It Ralph and a Willie the Giant.
Okay. So nothing comes out of there for that. Now the question being is, does he just immediately drop it and pop it? Drop the Wreck-It Ralph and pop it.
Yep.
Next turn.
Do I pop, lock, and drop it? Drop,
Drop, and drop it.
drop.
I think because I'm going to get 2
Drop,
cards back in my
boost,
hand,
and pop it.
I don't care about you necessarily having to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my last ink here. I'm going to play this 1-drop Rhino. I'm going to give -1 attack.
Yeah, you just
comes
want to
from it.
draw more cards, yeah.
Right. So, and then we are going to quest for 4, send it to 16
Yep.
with our 2 boys, and we're going to draw 2 more cards.
All right, nice. Okay, we'll draw for turn. Drop, boost, and pop it.
Drop, boost, and pop it. Drop, boost, and pop it.
All right, so it's going to be 7 for the Ralph. We will boost the Ralph so that I can take out that pesky Rhino. Then we are going to quest for 1 with the Herc. We're going to Lonely Grave, pop the Wreck-It Ralph. That's going to banish the Herc and all this stuff, and it's going to boost Willie, who will take out the Goliath.
Sounds good.
What's great about Willie is just living through Ralph is really just the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass.
The 2 of them together is just a very, very strong combo.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I think multiple Elsas have been dumped into the discard from boost cards. Same with Horsemen. I'm down 2 Horsemen and down.
Can spend 3
Elsa.
Spend 3 Hardcaster for an Akud
Oh, okay.
to draw.
I guess it basically is a 1-cost draw card.
Yeah. And got 5 ink. If I inked that, I would be able to. Yeah, I think we could just continue to present threats.
Yeah.
We're gonna ink the Clawhauser.
Sure.
Spend 4
On another Goliath.
on the Goliath.
Yep.
Another Troubadour.
Yep.
And then
that's
empty hand.
Pretty good.
Draw 2 cards at the end of the turn. Pass it back to you.
Goliath number 3 is probably gonna be it for us. This is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. So we're gonna go 5 for Horseman. Blow up the Troubadour. We're going to ink Willie the Giant. We're going to spend 3 on the library. We're going to move Willie the Giant to the library. I mean, I guess I could. I'm going to get 2 cards. One thing that I'm considering here is maybe before I move Willie, I might move the Horseman. One thing I'm considering is that, like, do I want to try to be able to quest with this and like start inching closer, because like I have to catch up at some point, but I do think that like Horseman still presents 2. All right, yeah, we're just gonna move Willie to the library, even though I don't get to quest this turn, and then I'll draw 2 from Goliath at the end. All right, go ahead.
And draw for turn. Yeah, I mean, this is another dump hand situation, so where we don't really have to worry about it too hard. It's going to be Rhino.
Okay.
And the Rhino is going to give -1 attack to the Horseman.
Right.
We'll pull our Bodyguard out.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend 4
Mm-hmm.
to nuke Willie.
Okay. And I'll draw a card from the library.
Yeah, and that's fine. And I think we're okay with that. I don't really want to give you resources, but combined with the Rhino, Horseman is now going to have either a second Horseman come down, which we've already seen one, and I don't really know how many I would like to think I don't know how many you're running.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Or it's going to have to be a rush of some sort to then be able to take out something else. So even then, if you get an additional attack back from a rush, Goliath is still safe. We'll quest with 2 with Goliath, go to 18, draw 2 more cards.
Yep. All right. I will get one from the library. I'll draw for turn. Okay. At this point, I got to be drawing cards. Is where I'm at here. So let's see. I think unfortunately we're locked into this play. Removing Willie was really tough. I really needed that to live. Because I have another Ralph.
Nice.
So what I'm gonna do here is I spent 7 on Ralph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna move Ralph to the library. We are going to Lonely Grave Ralph, so that will wipe these 2 off. Horseman will live because he's at 4. That will also buff Horseman, so Horseman now
To
can
5.
take out the Goliath, but I think I'm going to move to the library first. I just need to draw into like Elsa's and Horseman's and stuff like that. So then we'll take out the Goliath. Oh, I was supposed to draw a card for Ralph.
Sure.
And then I draw a card for Horseman when he leaves play.
Yep.
Okay. Did that help? Somewhat. And then we'll pass.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, I think at this point, unfortunately, I guess I could ink something. Do you mind if I do that real
go
fast?
for it. I have not drawn.
Okay. We will.
This is what we picked up off of our last draws.
I would ink a cat and play a Diablo.
We're feeling good. Feeling good.
Yep.
All right. 4 Rhino. 4 Rhino.
Oh, God.
1 Rhino.
That's pretty rough. I think you got this one.
And we'll give -1 attack to the Diablo.
He's extra weak.
He's super. He's
so weak.
He just lost a wing.
That's right.
All
Okay,
right.
good.
And pass.
Yeah, I would need some pretty crazy stuff here.
For your library, sir.
Thank you. Okay, yeah. So I mean, this is the place where I would need to draw a 4th Ralph. But unfortunately, I'm currently playing a build with only 3. So maybe that is a reason enough to play 4 over 3. Because that would be the only way I'd get out of this game, is if I could find another Ralph and then boost it, blow it up. Because I have a lot of interaction that I kind of needed early in the game. So I have Hades, do another Sven, Cat. But like if I play Hades, you're just gonna be like draw cards. And I could like move the Diablo and blow it up, and draw into more. But like I would need to, because it's 2 rhinos. I would need to be like, I don't even think I have enough ink to like do anything about it. So
I was concerned about Cat, which is why I took out Willie too.
Yeah, so that was really huge because Willie would have lived, and I could have either put more pressure on or traded the Willie into the Goliath and kept my Horseman out. Right. So like that was really a great move. But yeah, good games. Nice split there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really cool dynamic between these decks. I think I do think this deck is probably still favored. The chaining of the Goliaths was like really, really huge. And of course made me go like, maybe I do need to play a 4th Ralph, because I will be honest, I got bailed out in the same way that you kind of chained your Goliaths. I was able to chain Ralphs. I think at any point, had I not found those Ralphs in those timely manner, like I probably would have just lost. So that probably means that the deck needs to get another Ralph. The big thing, the breaking point, I think, for this deck was the turn that it wanted to ink up to Horseman, and it couldn't, and it just had to like kind of sit there for a turn. Yeah, that was really rough because it gave you like 4 extra lore. Because you were just able to like.
It's like, okay, we're gonna develop, we're gonna protect a bodyguard, and we're just.
And I don't remember if you actually quested for 4 lore, but what it did was it also left a singers out for you to look at this family, so it effectively generated that lore over the course of multiple turns, dug you deeper into the deck, let you find the Goliath. So that was a really rough turn. This is only at 11 on Inkable, so I don't know that that's going to happen super often. I didn't see Lumiere at all that time.
No, Lumiere would have been very impactful.
He's really good there. But I think the decks are both really pretty solid and very flexible lists, where where like you can see that like on the surface you would look at that Steelsong and be like, oh, it just wants to do one thing, but you have a lot of ways to weave cards in where like the stats matter against other things, and you can kind of like put together like, okay, I know what I'm playing against. I can decide whether I want to prioritize Aerial or Rhino or, you know, Amber Champion or whatever.
Yeah, one of the trickiest cards in there, which you wouldn't really think about, was that 1-drop Rhino that in game 1 boosted or reduced the attack of Wreck-It Ralph down to try to protect some of the other threats on board for when you blew it up, or just being able to kind of mess with the math of Horseman, as Horseman would kill something else, and then he'd get the attack buff. Is it now enough, or does he have to blow something else up ahead of time in order to then make the math make sense to take out a bodyguard? So the 1-drop Rhino was actually a really good find. I mean, it's a cheap card too, so it's not.
Yeah. But it's really
you can
tactical.
use the rest of your ink to kind of
yeah.
get it out. But yeah, I think one of the things I've learned from playing this Amber Steel deck the most is, as you pilot it more, it's not always about what is my most immediate card draw. Like I held that Goliath in my hand for a good 4 or 5 turns, and I played Look at This Families. I played Aerial and was drawing the cards off of that, and I said, okay, now it's time for that. Once you kind of hit a place where it's the only card draw source you have, then you empty your hand, and then you do it.
Yep. Yeah, no, really cool match. Hope you guys like that. Of course, if you haven't yet, like and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you have any ideas for these decks or others that you want to see us play. Of course, we will do that. And thank you, Gibby, for coming out, man.
Of course,
appreciate
thank
you.
you
I wasn't
for
going for a
having me.
handshake; it was more pointing. But you know, that was manly.
The handshake
That
probably
was-
looked good on camera.
It probably did, right? You know, here, let's do another one.